Hi, it's Samantha. Tonight I want to stop in for a minute and I want to talk about something that's so important, that we're often misled in thinking that it's something that we obtain, which is that of happiness. And we look for things to make us happy, whether it's a new vehicle or better clothes or, that shiny object, a better relationship, on and on and on. However, happiness is a choice, and happiness is an inside out job. It's how we feel on the inside, how we feel about our life, the things that we are doing, the job that we are going to, the relationships that we are in, friendships, partnerships, marriages, children, family. But ultimately, above all that, when I say happiness is an inside out job, what I'm really trying to say is that happiness starts with your relationship that you have with yourself. And that requires a level of honesty that sometimes feels very cruel and very brutal. Because we have to get serious and say, am I really happy with the way my life is? With how things are going? And that takes a lot of courage to be honest with self. Because when we say, okay, yes, I'm happy with this, or when we say, no, I'm not, things have to change. And with change, there is a disruption. And sometimes when we disrupt what is, even if it's not bad, it may be just contentment, but that doesn't fulfill you. What happens is, usually there's other people involved. And if we do things that doesn't please somebody else, that's usually one of the reasons why we hold back in our lives. We sacrifice our own happiness, our own living, for that of another, whether it be a partner, whether it be our children, whether it be family. And in that, we're lying to ourselves and to everybody else. Because what happens then is that from the inside, we get sick. There's a lot of hate, there's a lot of sorrow, then there's a lot of pretending. Because we're trying to say everything is fine, but it's not. And it's okay. If you're not happy, it's okay to say, hey, I'm not happy. But then it's, what can I do to nurture that happiness in my life? What can I do to bring more happiness to my life? And for that, you have to really look within, to look within yourself and see what it is that you need. And that begins with you. Your happiness, like everything else in life, begins and ends with you. So that requires you to cultivate a relationship with self, to know thyself fully and wholly. And on top of all this, it's a process, it's a journey, it's an odyssey, because we're always changing. Life's always changing. So happiness today may look very different than what happiness meant 5 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago. And it may also be very different in the future as you grow and evolve, because we're always growing and evolving. That is the evolution of life. But if we believe that we're going to get to happiness by complaining about our situation and life to death, forget it. You can't get there that way. You can't. I know that you may be irritated, you may be frustrated, you may just be like sick of it all, you know what I mean? Like way over. It's enough, you're done with it. But it's not the way It's okay to express and to have that rant and acknowledge, okay, there is a discontent. There is a divine discontent within me. I'm not happy with this. And then explore and ask yourself, how can I pave my way to happiness? It's not in a shiny object. It's not in things or objects. It's within. It's feeding that hunger within. Because objects and stuff, it fills a void. That's all it does. There's nothing wrong with having beautiful things. Everybody deserves to have beautiful things. But that's not going to get you to happiness, because it's an instant gratification. Happiness is a state of being. It doesn't mean that we're not going to feel sadness or other emotions. We will feel all the range of emotions as we're navigating. But if our general state of happiness is always there, then we can navigate that with much more ease, because we're much healthier. So to live a tuned in, tapped in, turned on life, we must practice the heart of appreciation. It's a choice. Nobody can convince you to do that. That's up to you. But with appreciation, we're looking for things to appreciate, to feel good about. And that naturally raises the vibration from within. And then slowly, in that space of more ease, well, what happens is we get more inspired, and we are more motivated to take action. Because if you are not happy, if you are truly not happy, you're not living. You're lying to yourself, and you're lying to those around you. And I know it hurts, because I've been there too. And it's a hell of a journey. It really is. But you deserve to be happy. You came here to this life for the well-being, for the joy, for the expansion, for all of it. You did not come here to suffer to death. You did not come here to live as a martyr. You did not come here to save the world. You did not come here to please everybody and sacrifice yourself. No. By you choosing to be happy and to nurture what feels good to you, however that looks, once you become happy within who you are, doesn't mean it's perfect, but generally, that's when you begin to shine and radiate. That's when you begin to share your smile with others. That's when you become more caring and more kind, because you're less irritated, you're less tired. Nurturing your happiness is a selfless act. It is not selfish. In no shape, no way, no how, no form, no matter what people tell you. Because you deserve to be happy like everybody else. And your happiness may look different than somebody else's. And that's fine. Don't go negotiating your happiness. Don't. You've done it long enough. And for far too long, many of us, that's what we do. Because we're raised and conditioned in a way in thinking that other people's happiness comes before ours. But that's a bold-faced lie. That's a lie, because we are lying to that person as well. Living with integrity and honoring our sovereignty and nurturing our joy enlivens us. It brings more aliveness. And when we are more alive, well, we shine brighter, no matter the mess that's going on around, no matter the chaos, no matter the day in, day out living. And then we have more to offer. We truly do, and it's in a genuine way. I really wanted to share that tidbit tonight, because oftentimes happiness, we think it's something far away from us, but it's not, because it's in here. And sometimes the power of choosing to commit to investing and focusing and cultivating a relationship with you yourself and nurturing that happiness is what sets the ball in motion. Breath by breath, thought by thought, step by step. So with that, I send you all my love. Until next time.